Hi, it is so nice to see you. I wanted to talk with you tonight about your ASMR experiences and what are your favorite triggers, and when was the first time when you experienced ASMR? Do you remember? I think when I experienced ASMR for the first time, I was very little, but the earliest recollection of ASMR experience that I've got was when I was 7 or 8 years old, and it was during the time when my auntie came to our place and she drew a picture of a Barbie doll, and she was using a pencil she was drawing it and I was watching her, and I vividly remember how this Barbie doll was beautiful. She had a long dress and was sparkly dress with roses, and also very long and curly blonde hair, of course blonde. And back then I could only dream about a Barbie doll because they were so expensive. But my mom got this catalog from somewhere, and you could unfold it, and there was the whole story about Barbie family. There was a boyfriend, Ken, a little sister, Skipper. I think that was her name, maybe. I don't pronounce it right. And some of her friends as well. And so my auntie, she was really young auntie. She was really inspired by this catalog, and she decided to draw her own Barbie doll for me. And my auntie was really talented. Her picture was really beautiful. And when I discovered that I can experience this pleasant sensation when someone is drawing a picture, I started watching other people who were drawing something, other kids, and even sometimes just asking them to draw something for me. And sometimes I do it even now, because it still gives me lots of tingles even now when I watch like someone is drawing with a pencil and just casually putting lines on the piece of paper. some of other triggers that I remember that were maybe not usual triggers were, first of all, when someone was measuring me, taking measures for clothes, and for the first time I got this experience. I'll just take another brush. Probably this one, the smaller one. Is it okay? So there was a time when I was in high school and they decided that we will have new uniform, and so they sent us to the place where they actually go, where they were making those uniforms, and so they asked all the kids to come, and the ladies in this place, they measured us using this flexible meter, and we had the top jacket, I think it was a t-shirt as well, or kind of a vest, skirt and pants as well. So there were lots of measuring involved, and I just loved it. And we actually had to go there a couple of times to try it on. And so those ladies were all around us, taking those measures, using those pins. And I know that some kids didn't like it, but I was always looking forward to go to this place and experience my tingles. And another time when I got my tingles from measurings, it was while I was in high school, and we had to buy or make prom dresses, and my mom knew one person who actually agreed to do a prom dress for me, and it was also a very pleasant experience, of course. This lady, my mom's friend, she was living just across the road, and we went to her house and she took some measures. Another experience that I had was not that common, I think. When I started to work in an office, we had a cleaner who came in the mornings, and she cleaned the office before we all start. And I used to try coming as early as possible to catch her cleaning our office, because I really enjoyed how she removed the dust from window sills with her rag, and it was quite weird, I think. But also I liked how she washed the floor, and I pretended that I'm doing my work in front of the computer, but I was actually watching her doing those cleaning activities. That was one of the weirdest, I would say. I'll just have another brush for you. Another experience that I wanted to share with you also related to cleaning. For some reason, I love the sound of someone sweeping with the broom. So those type of sounds, it makes me tingle. And sometimes even in this flat where I am now, we have a person who is coming maybe once a month, I think. And when I used to work from home, I could hear her sweeping in the hallway, which was extremely tingly. But now I'm back into the office, so I don't get this experience anymore, but that's why I think I like brushing sounds, because they kind of remind me of this sweeping sound. I think so. What do you think? I know that many people like brushing sounds, so possibly some of them also like sweeping sounds, which is, I think, quite weird. Last time when I did this talking video, some of you said that you like the combing this fluffy windshield, so I'm going to change it again and we will continue talking. Just the last bit that I wanted to share is around the most weirdest ASMR experience that I had. I'm not sure why and how is it possible, but it goes like that. So I was organizing an environmental film festival for our city, and we needed volunteers. So I had a volunteer. She was from Philippines. She was a girl. And one of the tasks that I asked her to do was to write an article about one of the movies, one of the films, one of the documentaries that we were showing for our website. So she wrote the article and sent it to me. And can you imagine, when I was reading this article, I experienced ASMR. It has never happened to me before, but since that experience, sometimes I have the same thing, and I'm not too sure why is it happening. Potentially can be related to our imagination of how we're imagining this person actually writing this article or saying those words that are in the article or somewhere written. And that's why we can experience ASMR when we do this. I think it's important that you actually know the person who has written the article. Otherwise, I think you won't get any tingles. So it was interesting, and I really wanted just to continue reading it. There was nothing in this article that was great, it was just a really average, even lower than average article, so it wasn't even well written, but just the way it was written and the combination of my knowledge of the person, maybe the person itself, the personality, and the way how it was written made me tingle. So, what do you think about it? What was your most interesting or the weirdest experience that you had? Do you remember? You can share with me anytime.